Yeah, you heard me.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding. No one believes I'm pals with Johnny Depp.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, no one believes I'm friends with a leprechaun.
That's why we're best bros, JD.
Hey, what are you doing on today's podcast?
Ooh, you'll like this. Ishvan has us celebrating National Day of Rock and Roll.
Cool. You're gonna kick out the jams?
Kick out the what?
The jams.
Oh, yeah, the jams. Okay, right. Alex, can you please kick out the jams?
Welcome, listeners, to Ishvan's Imaginary Podcast. Today's show starts in
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's a podcast. Another podcast. Ishvan's Imaginary Podcast. Ishvan's Imaginary Podcast. Ishvan's Imaginary Podcast.
Okay, here we are. Guys, sorry we're late, but we are here.
Yeah, Ishvan was showing me his cool new bike. A bike? What's the big deal about a bike? It's an e-bike.
Yes, I have wanted an e-bike forever, and I finally spoiled myself, you guys. I'm very excited, and we'll be posting proud pictures on my Instagram very soon.
Ishvan, what will your first destination be? You haven't been on it yet?
No, because I'm waiting on my helmet to arrive. I honestly have never worn a helmet before, and I've been on bikes my whole life. But I am playing it very safe now because this is different and this is new. But when it arrives, I will be heading to Sweet Allie's Gluten-Free Bakery in Hinsdale, Illinois.
Oh, can you bring me back a sprinkle cookie?
Already on the list.
A chocolate chip cookie?
Already on the list.
And a red velvet cupcake?
I will add it to the list.
Yes!
Leprechaun, what do you want?
They probably don't have a key lime pie, do they?
Yes, they do. I'll add it to the list.
All right! Yeah, that place is great.
Yes, it is. Okay, now today I asked you guys to focus your talents on a specific holiday.
Yes.
All right, are you ready to let everyone know what we're celebrating?
Yes.
Okay, boys, let's rock.
All right, podcast people. If you are listening on its day of release, then it is Monday, July 7th, and that means it is National Day of Rock and Roll. That's right. Today is the day that we celebrate Ishvan's favorite genre of music. Music that allows everyone from the sloppiest novice to the most refined technician to express themselves. A genre that inspired our friend Ishvan to set out bravely on a journey to share songs and stories lo these many years. So turn it up to 10 and make sure you're doing some of these electrifying examples we've picked out for you.
1.
Play Rock Music.
Make a playlist of your favorites or pull out your albums, CDs, or if you're Ishvan, cassettes, and blast them all day long.
2.
Attend a rock concert.
Whether it's a local band or a huge headliner, celebrate the day by going to a show. And don't forget to wear your coolest rock duds.
3.
Start a band.
Yes, you know you want to. Grab any instrument and start writing happy, funny, or dark lyrics. And start rehearsals today. Who knows? You just might be the next big thing. Back to you, Ishvan.
Thanks, you guys. That was perfect. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to tell you and everybody listening a story about our topic of rock music and the day that I knew that I wanted to become a musician.
Oh, wait, let's get comfy. It's story time. Here's some snacks, Leprechaun. Oh, thanks. I love story time. Oh, Pirate Booty, my favorite. Okay, Ishvan, take it away.
Okay, now it's appropriate that we just celebrated the 4th of July because that's exactly when this took place, many, many years ago. All right, now back when I was a kid in grade school, I really wasn't that interested in music, believe it or not.
Seriously?
No. I just kind of casually listened to songs that came on the radio.
Wow, that's surprising.
And then when I was in like 5th or 6th grade, I had a friend, and he was very outspoken and very confident about the music that he liked. So I was interested because of that. And the music that he liked was hard rock and heavy metal. So he would bring, you guys are making fun of cassettes, he would bring tapes. I think that's why I still love them, because it reminds me of that time. He would bring those to school. I borrowed a few, and I found that I really, really liked that music. You know, bands like Van Halen, Iron Maiden, AC/DC, stuff like that. So during this time, he would tell me also about his cousins, in particular his cousin Mike, who had a band. And back then, I was just baffled by that. I had no idea how somebody would put a band together, start a band. I honestly didn't even know where you got instruments from. I was that naive. So I used to have sleepovers at this friend's house, and then one 4th of July, his family was having a big party. So I went with them. They invited me. We went to Lansing, Illinois. Now, when we first got there, I was being introduced to people. I was a little nervous. I was saying hello to his Uncle Phil, his Auntie Rosalie. And then after the introductions were done, he nudged me and pointed to the house. So we walked towards the house. As we got closer to the house, I could hear loud music playing, and I thought to myself, wow, his parents are really cool to let them play music so loud. As my friend opened the door, the music got like 10 times louder, and I immediately realized this wasn't a stereo, this was the band. So we went down to the basement. There was a giant PA system. There was his cousin Mike's 12-piece Tama drum set, single kick. I remember it very vividly. And then there was just a couch against the wall. I sat down on the couch and did not move a muscle for the entire time. I just sat there, transfixed, mesmerized, listening to what they were playing. Now, the first song they were doing was like a Led Zeppelin song. I was familiar with the song. It sounded great. But to me, even back then, that was like older music. And then they played a song that I'd never heard before, another older song, classic rock song called Godzilla, from I think the band Blue Oyster Cult. And then they were goofing around with songs, but they couldn't do them all the way because their lead guitar player wasn't there. And it was frustrating me because all of it sounded great and I just wanted them to continue playing. And then a little bit later, their bass player arrived, a guy named Darren. He was very, very slight, very small, very thin. The bass looked bigger than him. And he picked it up. And then my friend's cousin Mike played a drum fill from a song that I was familiar with. And they launched into Metal Health from the band Quiet Riot. And I was screaming in my head because this was a band that I was familiar with, a tape that I had bought, an album that I really loved, and a song that I really loved. And it sounded so good to me, I was freaking out. Then, if you are familiar with the song, if you are not, I would suggest going to YouTube and watching the video. The bass player in that band, Rudy Sarzo, who's still around today, he turns his bass upside down and starts playing during the break of the song. Well, Darren did exactly the same thing. He flipped his bass upside down, and I almost passed out. It was all so exciting to me and mind-blowing. And he played it exactly like the record. I couldn't believe it. They all did it without, batting an eye. It's just like, this is what they did normally. And on that day, it literally was like a lightning bolt hit me. Like a switch had been flipped, and I knew that I had to play music. I knew that I had to start a band. I knew that I had to go out and find a drum set. Because I watched his cousin Mike, and as I sat there and watched, as naive as I was, as much of a novice as I was, I watched him intensely, and I knew I could play the drums. And I could. The first day I played, I could play the drums. I wasn't great, but I definitely could play beats just by watching and listening. And that's how I've learned music ever since. I always try to just learn things from listening to it first. But that day in Lansing, Illinois, was life-changing for me. I remember it like it was yesterday. I think about it regularly, and it was because they played rock music and how much I loved rock music, how inviting and exciting and varied rock music is and was, and I am very grateful for that day.
Wow, that's really cool. And you remember that so clearly.
Like I said, like it was yesterday.
That's awesome. You know who's going to love that story?
Who?
Johnny Depp.
Oh.
He's going to love it. I know it. He loves rock music about as much as you do, boy.
Oh, that's nice. I hope everyone likes the story. Yeah, I don't know that I weaved it flawlessly, but I just wanted to be sort of spontaneous and tell it like I remember it because it really was one of the most special days of my life. Now, at my concerts, I've been half joking, half very, very serious that I am on a quest, traveling the world to teach kids how to rock, remind them how to rock. And I really do mean that. I want them to know what it is and to be excited about that and to seek that out themselves in some way. So, how about we finish today's very special show with the song that I've been ending my concerts with, the grand finale, and rock out just like we do at my concerts.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
All right, cool. All right, now thank you everybody for listening today. I hope to see you guys at my concerts if I haven't already. And I'd like to see you right back here in 2 weeks' time for the next episode of Ishvan's Imaginary Podcast. But right now, we want to leave you with the Total Rocker, my song, Pajama Party. Bye, you guys.
Bye, guys.
Here is Pajama Party from Ishvan's first full-length kids album, Sweet.
Pajama parties are the best. Pajama parties, forget the rest. Pajama parties, what comes next? Everyone's invited, no room for bores. We'll get a pizza and lock the doors. Tell scary stories, we'll stay up all night. We'll laugh and sing and scream until the morning. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. We'll make some popcorn and make some more. Let's watch a movie, we'll sleep on the floor. I'll dip your hands in water if you start to snore. Pajama parties are the best. Pajama parties, forget the rest. Pajama parties, what comes next? Pajama parties are the best. Pajama parties, forget the rest. Pajama parties, what comes next? More pajama parties, more pajama parties. Pajama parties are the best. Pajama parties, forget the rest. Pajama parties. Who's gonna clean up this mess?